Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lounging with Lisa, the video series that has me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the day. I've pulled myself together, changed my shirt, put on my big girl panties, as they say, I'm sure, to come at you with this particular video. Yeah, I was being silly earlier, in case you didn't notice, in case you missed those videos, but you know what? We all need some silliness in our lives. Since that time, though, I've been perusing Facebook, so need I say some bizarre things are fixing to come out of my mouth here. No, I don't know if it's really Facebook related that gave me this idea, but I was talking a month and a half or something ago when I was interviewed by my dear sweet Rez Please. I'm finally getting the name right. Rez Please, YouTube channel, check it out. I think she's almost got like some huge amount of subscribers, so check her out. Anyhow, during our interview, we broached the subject. I was kind of surprised she agreed, and she did, about the how, I don't know, liberals oftentimes are closed-minded. I've done videos about that as well before. Look at this thing in the middle just shooting up like a spout. I'm always amazed at the weird stuff my hair does when I do these. Anyhow, and she explained it really beautifully, I thought, in that she thinks, from what she can gather, that the liberal thought process is one of where they think they are, I don't want to say morally superior, that's not what she said, but that they are doing things for all the right reasons to better humanity, and that people should come around to their way of thinking because it's the right thing to do to help everybody, sort of deal. And boy, am I paraphrasing, because she put it really well. And I got to thinking about the different party alignments. I don't really understand. I don't know, first of all, as you know, I'm not fond of labels. I don't like liberal, conservative, Democrat, Republican. I think most of them are all the same, and it's been used as kind of a wedge to divide people and to get people to fighting and stuff. But I'm not so sure, maybe you can help me out with this, why the Democratic Party was ever considered to be some great liberal outlet of rights for humanity and all this jazz. The only thing I can link it to, going back in time, is FDR. I understand the FDR Democrats, absolutely. And that's, I think if the party were like that, it'd be terrific. But other than FDR, was he an anomaly? I guess what I'm asking is, from my research and what I can tell just by living life and whatever, it doesn't seem like the Democrats have been this bastion of truth, justice, and the American way, and blah, blah, blah. No better than the Republicans, really. And in fact, back when the Republican Party started, basically around the Lincoln era, that was more of the liberal party, if you will. I mean, they stood for more of the things that I kind of dig right now, I suppose. And even Eisenhower was a good Republican. And Teddy Roosevelt, although totally imperialistic, I mean, good gravy. But he sort of started the progressive movement for human rights, I guess, is what I'm saying. Other than, of course, plowing other countries down and whatnot like Teddy did. He was quite the imperialist. I guess I shouldn't give him too many accolades. But I guess my point, my question, my whatever I want to spring a conversation out of is, other than FDR, has the Democratic Party really stood for these supposed liberal values? I don't see it myself. Maybe, I could be wrong, clearly. Jimmy Carter was, fairly decent, and I'm reading his diaries, and literally every other page says human rights, human rights. We have to think about human rights, but then he had that hideous Mika Brzezinski's father, whatever his name was, that died, that was involved with his cabinet, which screwed things up for Jimmy Carter too, but whatever. I mean, I like Jimmy Carter. I think he's done a lot of good out of office, especially. So, anyhow, Democrats, let's not forget, ladies and gentlemen, and I know that Cenk Uygur was kind of taken to task on this when he started up that Justice Democrats thing, where they want to, I guess, bring the party back to the FDR roots and kind of clean it out from within and kick out the corporate Democrats and stuff. It's a noble idea. But he was interviewed by that Bob Scheer, I think his name is, Bob Scheer, really good journalist. And he said, Jank, I have problems with this because, I don't know if he said I have problems with it, but he said, you know, the Democratic Party's history has not been sterling. They were the KKK party back in the day. They were against civil rights back in the day. They were the party that dropped the 2 atomic bombs, or what I guess they're called atomic bombs. The bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. So it's not like they've been this glowing. Even FDR, my goodness, my lord, he totally did the internment camps for the Japanese Americans. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. All I can say is I just really would hope that we could leave our parties or let go of party identity or at least recognize the flaws of the party in which you find yourself. Like I said, it's easy to swing a lot at the Republican stuff, but then conservatives have some ideas that are okay. I think it's the reactionary branch of their party that's gone off the deep end, and clearly in the Democratic Party, it's the corporate Democrats that are grasping at straws and going nuts. And a friend of mine said, I think he's a very peaceful person and sort of a Buddhist type. He said, I wrote it down, I'm reaching for it desperately here. If your principles are selective, they aren't principles. I think that's a beautiful statement, and I think if we all sort of followed that and quit having to defend the indefensible, however you say it, in our parties, or I don't have a party, but if you're a Republican right now, you should maybe be appalled over some of the things Donald Trump is doing, but I think a lot of people feel they have to be loyal to the party. Anyhow, thoughts, feelings, emotions about this and other things in the comment section below. And tell me if you understand what the hell I'm trying to impart in terms of, I just don't see where the Democratic Party has been the shining city on the hill example. No, clearly they passed through the civil rights and things like that. So that's good. I mean, clearly. But, boy, there was a lot of pressure on that. And Johnson even said they would lose the South now for a generation. And that's what happened. The parties flipped. So, there you have that, ladies and gentlemen. And can we talk about LBJ? Hey, LBJ, how many kids did you kill today? And the USS Liberty cover-up and all that. Oh, my word, hold me. These parties are both corrupt and hideous, and they have been for an eternity, is my point. Okay, love you. Lounging with Lisa videos. Here's as me lounging while coming at you with thoughts of the evening. Ooh.